Texas Jaguars going up against Tannehill's Dolphins.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
There we go now.
Bortles will try again on second down. Escapes the sack. Open space inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
There we go now. Green, 90.
Shotgun now for Bortles. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. Flush to his right. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
He'll return it from the 6. And some room to roam now. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken.
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. Oh, he slipped right by him. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Hurdles over him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. He is, by the way, Jarvis Landry, the man who led the NFL in receptions this last year, 112 of them.
The only issue for him, because he did put it in the end zone 9 times, and people fear him as a running back after he catches the ball, he only averaged 8.8 yards per catch, and that's really down for him. Normally, he gets more after it, but boy, he is a catch machine in the short career he's had.
Also had a career-high 9 touchdowns in 2017, more than the last 2 years combined. Tannehill on first down. He dumps it off to Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They snap it to Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Fournette. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry, complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to go up top again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grab the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
And the wideout in motion. After the penalty, it's Fournette. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles now on first down. He sets to fire deep, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Drake off the give from Tannehill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 71 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's going to go for a big play down, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
It makes so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Now he's forced out left. Now and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Drake. Finding room at the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Room to run inside the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Tannehill. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Tannehill hands to Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. Tannehill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jarvis Landry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw is Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. And Robinson with a big catch. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
2nd down and 4. Pistol, it's Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. It's Drake, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kenyon Drake taking it in.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Black 58 round. Here we go. 339.
One final try now for Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken.